To pass your JAMB examination, you need more than just covering your syllabus, reading your textbooks, and practicing past questions. The UTM exam is all about speed, accuracy, and technical familiarity. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tricks you must know and use to pass your exam excellently. Make sure you like this video and click on the subscribe button.
Continue.
The first trick is you must master the JAMB 8 keys shortcut.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
On the exam day, when you log in and you see your questions, you are going to see option A to D. You can use the keyboard shortcut to answer any of these questions. What do I mean? If the current answer for a question is A, you type A. If it is B, you type B. If it is C, you type C. And if it is D, you type D. So using this keyboard shortcut will make you to be very fast on the day of your exam.
Oh my God!
Another shortcut you can use is N. After you've answered the question, you want to go to the next question, you just simply need to type N to take you to the next question. And if probably you want to go back, to the previous question to correct something or to look at something, you just have to type P. It will take you back to the previous question. And after your exam, you want to click submit, you just need to type S. You'll see the option that you want to submit. Then if you want to return back, you just need to type arrows. So these are the keyboard shortcuts you need to know for your JAMB examination. The next trick is time allocation. As you know, you have 120 minutes to answer 180 questions, which is 40 seconds per question. You have 4 subjects in your UTME, and use of English is one of them. You have other 3 subjects. What I usually advise students is to start with use of English, because probably you see a passage for you to read to answer a few questions. Since you are just starting the exam, your mind is relaxed. You can easily try to really understand what is going on with the passage and answer the questions correctly. If you leave use of English for last, by the time the pressure of your exam is about to end, you might not start having that patience to really read and understand your use of English. And use of English is one subject that should help boost your scores. I always recommend start with use of English, and always remember you have 40 seconds per question. After answering use of English, you need to go to the next subject that is your strength, the subject that is easiest for you. If you are sitting for use of English, chemistry, biology, and physics, most of the time biology should be your easiest choice. When you start answering biology, because it's very easy for you, it's going to boost your confidence. And instead of spending 40 seconds in a question, because biology is something that is cheap to you, it could be economics, it could be CRS, depending on the subject that you find very easy, you spend less than 10 seconds, because there are subjects that when you are answering the questions, before even reading the options, you already know the correct answer. So within 10 seconds, you answer it and move to the next. This is where you'll be able to gather time for yourself for the more difficult subject. After you finish with this strong subject, you now move into your second strong subject, which could be chemistry, and you ensure you don't spend more than 40 seconds per question. For the last subject, which is your most difficult subject, which can be physics, which can be CRS, which can be literature in English, whichever subjects this subject is where I need to spend more time, this is what you will answer last. Because you've been able to get enough time from your strongest subject, which could be biology, it could be economics, you have more than enough time. You cannot afford to spend 50 seconds per question based on the time you've gotten from those easy subjects. That is why you have to be very fast with those subjects, so that you have enough time. If it has to do with calculation, if it is mathematics, you can really settle down to do your mathematics calculation.
Continue.
The third trick is using elimination method. When you see a question and the options are quite confusing, what you can do is to use elimination method. What does elimination method mean? When you look at a question, there are options you are definitely sure that this is not the correct answer, you remove it. You can identify 2 options that you are sure that are not the correct answers. In that way, you increase your probability of answering the correct answer. So since you just have 2 options to battle with, you are definitely likely to choose the correct answer, because the probability has now moved from 50% to 25%. Always use elimination method. That is why while you are practicing for your exam, try to learn how to use this elimination method to answer questions correctly. The fourth trick is to skip difficult questions. When you encounter a question that you don't know the answer to, you can't use the elimination method, and you are spending more than a minute trying to figure out the correct answer, ensure you skip it. For me, I don't even waste time up to a minute trying to figure out the answer. Once I read the question and it's not not familiar, I will skip it immediately, because it is better you skip it and come back to answer that same question. Remember, the way JAMB is structured is that when you skip a question, it's very easy for you to know the questions you've skipped, and you can always come back to really settle down and answer it. And the good thing is that in the course of answering other questions, you might see something related that will help you to answer that question correctly, or you'll be more relaxed by the time you know, okay, I've answered a lot of questions. You can now be more relaxed to really think and remember the current answer to that question. Always skip questions that are difficult for you to answer. Then lastly, beware of absolute words. In subjects like CRS, government, or biology, options containing absolute words like always, never, only, or must are often incorrect. JAMB examiner use these to create traps. Balanced or moderate statements are more likely to be the correct answer. On the day of your examination, make sure you arrive at the venue on time. A lot of students usually encounter the problem of trying to locate their exam venue, especially when it was changed in the last minute. But do everything possible to arrive on time, because if you arrive late, you are going to be very agitated and anxious, which can affect your overall performance. And a bonus tip is ensure you read the literature text, because most people, they feel like, I'm a science student, I shouldn't really bother myself reading the literature text. Remember, about 10 to 15 questions are going to come from the literature text, so that should be like a bonus mark to you. In order for you to really be familiar with the whole examination, you have to stimulate yourself, in the sense that you should be practicing JAMB CBT questions often before your exam. So these are some of the things that will help you to really do well in your JAMB examination. If you have any questions or you need further clarification, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I will definitely assist you. Make sure you like this video and click on the subscribe button.